This is the part. No, Lindsey, you cannot. You're going to jail. You are going to jail for this. Lindsey and Scott. So when is anybody gonna call the police on this chick? They keep showing the house, and this time they're showing the house with all the mess. Surprisingly enough, Scott sees all the mess and he doesn't even seem to bat an eyelid. He seems cool with the whole thing. Watch.
Hello. Was that necessary? You.
If you allow this to go on, and next time you come back home, your entire house is turned upside down, it is on you. Nobody's gonna feel any kind of way about it, because if you don't stop this here and now, this woman is going to destroy your entire life and your livelihood. But and see this house. Look how huge this house is for no reason, just for these two people. Occasionally Miley Grace. Miley Grace has gone to some camp or whatever. I don't really know what the dealio is, whether that girl is really gonna be living there. But that's a big house, rented or not. How many people do you know that have rented a whole house? A whole house with a backyard that could be a house on its own, could be built on there, and a front yard that's just as big. I don't know if you heard that, but there goes Lindsey just humming away. She's like, She's having a good old funky time. He has come in there. We must not forget his laptop supposedly was outside in the rain. His clothes obviously are there. His coffee machine is there. And now all his things are lying on the floor. He comes in, sees it all, and he's like, He's way too calm. He's taking this way too calmly. And the more he does this, the more headache she's going to give him. But, if he wants to take it, hey, that's fine.
That's Lindsey, and that's why Lindsey was in prison. That's why.
And is this why you picked her up from prison? What about this was so enticing to you that you were like, inmate? Yes.
Why she got in trouble repeatedly in prison, and that's why if I had that right now,
because you remember, this guy was out there. He had the whole limousine and everything with the black dude. Ended up eating with him at the, I think it was at the the airport or something like that. Because Lindsey didn't show, because Lindsey had not been let out of the prison. Why? Because Lindsey was in all kinds of mess.
That's why I think Lindsey will end up back in prison at some point.
And it better be because you told on her. Look at what she's doing now. She's just throwing out medication. This is all happening during Coro, you guys. So these things are not easy to come by. Some pharmacies are even shut. Like, they have all these things in place where you can't just come there for any kind of medication. If it's prescribed, they can even bring it to people's houses. They do not want too many people, even in pharmacies. Every state will be different. Everywhere will be different. But what this woman is doing is wild. It's wild. What if these are very important pills? I mean, it's a lot of them. And she's just throwing them all over the place. What if they're very important? Imagine heart medication. Imagine diabetic medication. Like, what is she doing?
Yeah, destroy it.
Oh, she's talking to Tinkerbell.
Scott's office. You wanna come watch?
I'm just destroying Scott's office. Want to come watch? She just thinks this is cool. This kumbaya. She's just, yeah. And if Tinkerbell doesn't watch out, like Tinkerbell, you know the kind of person that she's also dealing with right now.
If you were busy, but
as of late, Lindsey's behavior has been escalating.
Her behavior has always been this way. So that's on you. That's on you. Look at that.
It's just not normal.
No, but you like the abnormality, apparently. This is the part. No, Lindsey, you cannot. You're going to jail. You are going to jail for this. She's literally carving with some sharp thing. She's carving in his desk. What?
Unless Lindsey gets her way 100% every time.
Yeah. So this woman should not even. I think it's a bit scary even that she gets to see her kid. If I'm being very honest, she switched modes when she's with the kid. When she's with the kid, she's very loving but this. This is that Andrea and Lamar situation where it's like, should a mom really be exhibiting this type of erratic behavior in front of children? Is that not harmful to children, even though you're not physically harming children or verbally harming children? You're emotionally and mentally harming these kids because they're seeing everything play out before their very eyes. This is the problem.
She's not going to be able to function in a relationship.
Or be a functioning mom. And so I don't know if it's healthy for people like this to be close to their children because the children are seeing everything that's going on and they pick things up like sponges. If one day we see her kid carving the car of her boyfriend or husband or whatever, snaps and kind of does that, yeah, it comes from somewhere.
I don't know if he can call the law on me for carving into his desk or not. Can he call the law on me for carving into his desk?
Can he call the law on me for carving FU into his desk? Even Tinkerboy's like...
Desk? Wait, what? I really need to get some anger out. And I feel like if I didn't carve you into his desk, I would end up carving it into his chest.
Yeah, this is scary. He better run, and he better run fast because it's actually creepy the way this girl is going about things.
I basically just beat the crap out of him. But that's the one thing my mom asked me not to do.
Oh, so you do listen to your mom. You are willing to listen to your mom. Your mom also said don't do anything that's going to get you back in there. So all this stuff, if you have to question whether he can call the law on you, then you probably shouldn't be doing what you're doing. Now she's got talcum powder, whatever that's doing in the office, I don't know. But it's there. And she really just wants to proper destroy everything this guy has. And he's going to let her. This is crazy.
He's like a robot. He's emotionless. He doesn't care.
This is very true. I don't know what's wrong with Scott, but he just seems to take it. Whatever it is, he just takes it. I don't know if you know anybody who would take all this stuff that she's doing, but a lot of people would either themselves be out of there or kick her out of there and just be like, yeah, I love you and all, but this is too much and you're becoming dangerous. See, these producers, they're not going to help you for much longer. These producers have been around whilst Malcolm was cheating on Sarah, going here and there, whilst Lacey was basically cheating on Shane, going here and there, whilst Brittany's mom went MIA. Like, they're always around. They see this stuff go down. They saw Destiny pack up all her stuff and go. Wait, did they? In any case, they knew where she was when Sean was all over the place looking for her. They do not care. They just let it's reality TV. So they let all of reality play out. And even if that means so many things, they're going to be there for the ride with their cameras and their production crew because it makes for good television. So if you think for a moment that you being on a TV show is going to protect you from Lindsey, you're wrong. Because in the night, those people are not there. They need to sleep too. And yeah, you're alone with this woman. So you are not protected, no way, no how. But I also think that there's a reason why Scott is like this. Because he's probably, maybe after the passing of his son, something switched in him. Maybe he's not always been this way, but now he's just like, yeah, he's just here surviving, existing, and not really living. And he doesn't really care what happens to him or not. Because, yeah, maybe he doesn't feel like he has too much to live for. So he's just trying to make the best out of it with Lindsey. But if it works out, fine. If it doesn't work out, fine. That kind of attitude. But yeah, I must agree, he's very emotionless for everything that's going on. And I don't know if she wants to evoke some kind of reaction out of him, wants him to show some sort of emotion. I don't know. But up to this point, he has not done that yet.
Because you can just ride this out. You've been with prostitutes recently.
You're out of your tree.
You're out of your tree. Guess that's another way to say she's crazy. So if you look at her phone, it's all like folders. It's all like, it looks like, not even folders. It looks like all pictures of like papers.
What's my office?
Look, the whole time we've been seeing her on her phone. And in fact, she has like an external charger in one bum pocket and not in her phone in the other bum pocket. So she's using this phone heavy. And we see her scrolling and just kind of looking through. I was like, oh, okay, maybe she's on social media or something. No, this woman is scrolling through paperwork. I think she must have gone through all his paperwork and just taken pictures of everything. What she's going to do with that, I don't know. But she's just there scrolling through a bunch of what seems to be papers. It's weird.
Office.
Very, very odd. I just peeped that. I was like, wait a second, what is she looking at?
Go to prison, your kind of development sort of gets stunted and So Lindsey acts emotionally immature sometimes.
This is what we've all been saying. She acts emotionally immature. She's stuck at some age, I don't know what, somewhere in the 2000s. And that's why she dresses the way that she dresses. Because this tie that she has here, nobody does that anymore. You are not a tennis player. I don't know what that thing is doing there. And the makeup, it's all this weird smoky eye thing that nobody really does anymore. And yeah, you know, she dresses very juvenile because she's stuck, mentally stuck in some age. And she's probably never had to work hard for anything. She's just had everything given to her. She's just been taken from anybody. And so she doesn't really know what the life is like. That's why she says, why can't I have the house? Or whatever it is that she said. Because she doesn't know what it takes to upkeep such a thing. She doesn't know what it takes to work and actually make money. And actually suffer for just existing.
Why do you have so many delinquency bills? You're that broke?
Not at all.
Scott might not actually be broke, but he's gonna portray himself like he doesn't have too much, so that this woman doesn't come and squander all his dough.
Book with my quote in it. Yeah, I'll get the card. Then I needed to open the bank account. That is a quote out of the book. Yeah, I love your story.
Then she throws the book out at him, because she found the book, yes. So she throws it at him while he's smoking, so that thing could have caught fire, but okay. And then, or it could have, yeah. Anywho, he's fine with all this.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Is that it? Oh, all right. Not excuse you. What did you just do? Get the heck out of here. If the laptop and the clothes and the coffee machine and everything else lying on the floor and your documents and stuff like that lying on the floor wasn't already enough, her actually physically now trying to harm you and throwing a book at your face, and like that's the beginning. So she's like a kid, right? Let me push a little bit. Like she said, you push, I'm gonna push back 10 times harder. Yeah, that stuff. So she's pushing and pushing a little bit, trying to see if you'll fall. Pushing a little bit, trying to see if you'll fall. And you keep falling and then you're scrambling back up. But you're not saying anything. So she'll do it to the point where at some point you cannot get up anymore. And she would not care.
Take me forever to go through this, but not open up the book and show me the passage of.
I have said from day one, ever since this whole saga about the excerpt from the book thing came up, I said, listen up here. I need to see the book. I need to see the book, and then I need to see this passage in the book. I need to see it. I need to see it, or I won't believe her.
You don't make rules.
It's nowhere. I don't know. I don't think it's in this book. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, because why wouldn't you just be like, okay, it was about, you'd know because you read it. You'd know where it is. And she called it a quote out of a book. This was not a quote out of a book. This was like a chapter that this woman had written down on an A4 piece of paper. Like that is not a quote. A quote would be just a few sentences or so. No, you took whole parts of this so-called book and wrote it down. And it really looked like something you were trying to manifest up in this piece. But anyway, she says you don't make the rules.
I don't give a.
Okay.
Everything she says, okay. Scott, what is wrong with you? Hello? Is anybody there? Also, does he have any friends? Because you see, with some of these people, they have people that are giving them amazing advice, whether it's colleagues, whether it's what. But with Scott, you don't see anybody around him. He's just alone. And that's what Lindsey was saying, actually. That is just him and the dogs, and that's about it. It's ridiculous. This man is alone.
Basically almost 2.5 years assisting Lindsey, assisting her daughter.
That's on you. What's the name of this book? That's literally on you. What is the name of this book? I don't even know. Nah, we can't see. But anyway, if anybody knows what the name of this book is, let me know down below. But yeah, I have no idea what I was saying just now. But anyway.
Daughter.
Yeah, so he spent 2.5 years taking care of Lindsey and her daughter. Daughter feels super indebted to Scott. Lindsey not so much. So yeah, it's actually crazy, especially when the kids are involved and then these people start thinking of them as their own. And, it was nice for him because he's lost a son. So it's like, he'll get that feeling again of being a parent. But I don't think this is going to end well, you guys. This relationship is not going to go anywhere. And we already know that as of now, I think, if it's still the case, Lindsey is allegedly possibly still in jail because she went back there. We just need to find out how.
The next state or find the next inmate. Every single thing I have done, I'm now going to go back on you tenfold. I'm not going to hold anything back. And
this is very can't even say this word on here. This is very abuse. We'll call it abuse. This is abuse. This is definitely abuse. Like, all up in his face, very aggressive. You just watch.
I suggest you don't either. You need to do everything you can to protect yourself. You need to figure that out pretty quick. It's over. And I'll probably be by you on your bed by this weekend.
And he gave her the thumbs up and persists to read this so-called book. Listen. See, from this point onward, anything that goes down, it's like, well, Scott, you saw the signs and you didn't want to look at them. It would be hard. It would be horrible if she really turns this house upside down or whatever. But he is seeing the signs and he's choosing not to do anything. I don't know. I have nothing more to say. This is wild. I don't get it. If you're not already part of the family, make sure you hit the thumbs up. As on to the subscribe button, comment because I really want to know what you think. Like because you obviously like this video, and hit the notification bell while you at it. I'll see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow. Daily videos up in here. In the meantime, make time for glorious life. It's time to start what? Living it right. God bless.